Welcome to the special preview of BCS Theatre's upcoming production of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. What you see behind me is the completed set for our show, and you might be thinking to yourself that, well, it doesn't look so complete. That's because this time around, we're going to be telling the story through a specific lens, through the fairy godmother's eyes, and that wouldn't be possible without a little magic. Hit it! As you can see, our set construction and lighting design are working hand in hand this time around. One cannot exist without the other. We wanted the constant reminder of time to be implemented throughout the design. The entire story happens inside a clock motif. Circular shapes are seen throughout the design to further accent that idea. Of course, our set has never been more versatile. We can change the location and the look in an instant, like never before. This is made possible due to our projection system, which is a first for BCS Theatre. A lot of collaboration has gone into the creation of our set, from the design, to the hands that built it, to the minds behind the lighting and projections that bring it to life. But we need a lot more than this to bring the magic to life. Let's talk about the music.
The music of Cinderella has a beautiful and unique sound that has challenged our performers like never before. We're not performing the Disney songs that people know. Instead, we're bringing our audience the wonderful music written by Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein. We get to explore everything from show-stopping ensemble numbers to sweet duets to heartfelt solos from our fantastic performers. The great thing about this show is that our entire soundtrack is operated out of the show-ready software. We can pull out the melodies and harmonies of each song to help our performers learn their specific part. From there, we rehearse and perform with our stage track software with that fully orchestrated sound. What's rewarding for me to see is when our students take what they've learned in this song and begin performing them in character. Our actors taking that extra step are what truly bring this music to life.
The thing that's most special about Cinderella is, and I've said this like 1,000 times to Drew, but her quiet strength. Like, there's something so strong about her, but she's like someone that perseveres through a lot.
I would say that Chris, he has a heart for people, and he cares, and he says to Cinderella, I think everyone ought to be treated with kindness and respect. He's just not a stuck-up, prince character. He has a heart. He's human.
Mm-hmm. Good answer.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Calm down.
I'd say the most special thing about the stepmother is she's very animated and vivacious. That's a good word for her.
Grace, she's obviously quirky because she's a stepsister.
Quirky.
My character just instigates like all these random fights.
The most special thing about my character is probably the laugh. I really enjoy the laugh.
I would say the most special thing about the fairy godmother is just she's so whimsical, but also like deep down she truly like cares about Cinderella.
I think that the most special thing about my character is probably just like the love that she has like for her family.
He's kind of tired of all the showiness of being a king. Under all of that, he still does love his son and wife.
The Prince is Giving a Ball, definitely. It's my favorite song.
My favorite thing I'm looking forward to is The Prince is Giving a Ball. I'm using a soundbite if I say it better than Ian. Okay? Sorry, editor Drew. I know how this works.
I enjoy working with my directors. Drew's doing an excellent job. I think he just inspires and motivates everyone.
They're both very different, Mrs. Tripp and Drew, but also like they complement each other. Something that I really appreciate about working with Drew specifically is that he's like obviously so brilliant when it comes to theater. He just thinks of things that like I would never even consider.
If you see something on that stage and you don't think it's staged, it is. Like, they thought of it.
I literally adore Drew, and I think working with him is so fun. I just love how he directs.
Like, Mrs. Tripp is really great on just like challenging us to the music and just encouraging us to be fuller as an ensemble. And
You join the theater community, and it really is like a community.
Oh, yay! Joy! Yes!
The line?
Yes, what is your favorite line that you say?
Son of Her Majesty, Queen Upside Down Cake, Chocolate and Cheddar, and Charlotte and Maisie. Son of His Caviar, King Maximilian, Godfrey, Ladislaw, Leopold, Sydney. Sydney.
I think obviously the scene we're all waiting for most is the King and Queen scene. The one where they have their song.
I'm really excited for Ella and my song. I'm excited for that to come to life.
That makes one of us. Personally, I'm really excited about like the moon and the projections. My face is gonna be projected into the moon.
The transformation scene.
Yes.
I think that's going to be so cool.
I think what I'm most excited for is to see the dynamic between the three of us. And I'm so excited to recreate that, and not in the same way, but like in a different light. And it's gonna be really excited to see each of our relationships because they're all different.
The projections, it's something new that we're doing.
Yes.
I can't wait to see it in the show and like how it looks with people acting.
The costumes.
Anytime you do a Disney show, you have those iconic characters, and you have to ask yourself, are we going to make them look exactly like they do in the movie, or are we going to look like Broadway, or are we going to come up with our own interpretation? Probably one of my favorite twists in this is the fairy godmother. I love that she's silver and that her magic is white and silver. I like that that's different. So in thinking about the royal family, blue and gold, those are regal colors altogether, similar as a family unit, but very different and unique in each one of their characters. We kind of took the purple theme and went with that for the stepmother, and we wanted the stepsisters to complement the stepmother. We wanted them to look good but ridiculous. The transformation dress could seem a little daunting, but this day and age you have YouTube. So watching people who've done it before and saying, okay, I think I can do that. We chose Cinderella's mother's pink dress, which is a little bit of the iconic from the cartoon, into her blue ball gown. That's exciting. I can't wait to see it come to life. When you see them on stage in full makeup, their hair done, their costume on, it's seeing them as a full picture and be able to immerse themselves in it, which gives the audience a fabulous show.
You know, every year that I've been doing this, I'm like, okay, we can't outdo this particular group of cast members or particular crew members even, but gosh darn it, every time they outdo it, and they prove me wrong.
They're just doing such a great job. I feel like I don't even have to do my job, but the kids are truly rocking it, and they barely need me at all, and they're fully on book, which is so exciting. Off book, so yes, and I'm so proud.
One, I'm lights. Being able to know what was happening in the show was very useful, having been there for most of the process, figuring out what the lights should be and how they're going to look, making Drew's job easier.
Cinderella defines a limitless nature of storytelling, that in stories, there are no constraints. The only limit is our imagination. So we dare to dream big with this show. After all, it is the ultimate fairy tale. We are so excited to bring you the story that you know in a way that you've never seen before. Just to spoil you a little bit more, please enjoy this sneak peek, and we'll see you at the theater.
Of course not. This is impossible. If you say so. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country pumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such full the roll and fiddly of courses. Impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed dupes keep building up impossible hopes and impossible things are happening every day. Impossible. 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 But wait, if impossible things are happening every day, then why not my impossible wish? Oh, I wish I could go to the ball more than anything in the world. I wish it for every little girl who wanted to go to a dance and was told she couldn't. I just wish that all the kind hearts in the universe would put their heads together and...
Kind hearts put their heads together?
Oh, you know what I mean. I just want every good soul to hear my wish and know that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible. But wait! For a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be turned to horses. Such full roll and fiddly of courses. Impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because As these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every... You know what? If I really wanted my dream to come true, nothing could stop me.
Why, of course not.
There's bound to be carriages coming by. I could catch a ride with one of them.
Why, of course you can.
And I can fix this dress and nothing flat. Oh, thank you. Oh, Cinderella, now that you're ready to take responsibility for your own destiny,